Hi everybody, this is Odd Summoner, and today I'm going to be reacting to Hunter x Hunter, chapter 403. I did say last time that I was going to wait for the next chapter to do two at once like last time, but yeah, that's uh, that really hurt my throat, so I'm just gonna do 403 today and then 404 tomorrow. But yeah, I think I got pretty much everything. Well, I don't know everything, but most of it on 401 in regards to Longhee and uh, Beyond, and the way that Beyond had a bunch of children and basically is going to use them to basically get the power in Kakin that he wants. Which also gives him an interesting parallel with King Huiguro. And I think one of the things that I didn't really get, and that's what Longhee said, like, it doesn't matter what path we would have taken, because, one of her half siblings failed to get into Camilla's army. But even then, like, her parents were like, "Oh, that's fine, it's you did what you could." So it's like, if we're so essential to the plan, why wouldn't he meddle even further? So basically, it doesn't matter what you do, because uh, Beyond has the power to activate the curse at any moment. I'm guessing which would trigger the death, and that would go to whatever person that he wants to affect, which is pretty damn strong. Like, his Nen, especially post-mortem Nen, has to be no joke. And it's most likely true that one of the princes is related. It's a child of Beyond. Now, what are the logistics on that? Because Queen Oito was like, that's, you have to be, your father has to be King Huiguro for you to participate in the succession war. But we'll see. We'll see how that will work. And then Longhee wants to kill the prince, and that ends up being the child of Beyond. I'm not even going to speculate, because it's there's no way to know. But I'm not entirely sure. I would say that Kurapika and Tuepa are in an alliance right now. But he told, the other bodyguards that are in training that they didn't agree to the terms. Probably to, like, give more credence to the reason as to why they took so long talking. As for 402, well, Rihan, whose Hatsu is Predator, is still observing Tubepa, and she wants Kurapika to visit her. And her Nen beast appeared. Then Zhang Lei is trying to do something with his coins, but we haven't seen them do anything yet. They're probably question mark something for if he becomes king, but we don't know. Also, the guy in page 4 and 5, who I thought was Zhang Lei, because they look kind of alike, but he's not. He's like the head soldier of Benjamin's army. and he's gonna go against Halkenburg. Then we have Seri is still training his Hatsu. And then we have Melody and Kacho trying to solve the Fugetsu situation. And the conclusion was that it must have been Lucidus' Nem-based guard. But obviously he doesn't know because he can't control what it does. So the plan is to basically put him to sleep and then kill him while he's asleep. And Kaiser is going to facilitate that by making Fugetsu make contact and go to the rooms of all the princes to deliver a fake letter from deceased Kacho. And this one I'm still not entirely sure if the letters are all customized. I want to say yes. But interestingly enough, Benjamin was the one that reacted with the most, care for Fugetsu. And then Basho was cool by giving a charm that works with his den to Fugetsu. But it's not, obviously, a solution permanent. And then we ended up with Kurapika getting his own letter. And Melody giving him all the information that he needs for him to help her. And also, that could also help him with regards to Wilvel. Because now he knows that you can't escape this ship, otherwise you die. And that's where we left off. So let's get started with 403. Results. Day 11, 6:45 a.m. Tier 2, Justice Department Prosecution and Courthouse Area Entrance. Okay, this is Benjamin's soldier. Ninth Prince Halkenburg's personal guards are not anywhere near the courtroom. His closest men are under surveillance in the VIP area, and the others were separated and reassigned to Tier 3 and below. Halkenburg doesn't have anyone beside him to produce that powerful rumbling. Okay. I'll be close enough during cross-examination for 100% fatality. Halkenburg has no way to escape. The judge and lawyers will be breathing normally, unaware of the risk of getting infected. Though they're far enough away for that to be less than 2%, it's still not zero, but since the courtroom is close to the public, the possibility of a pandemic is minimal. It can be suppressed by martial law if the need arises. Okay. I'm not sure I get, how all of that works. But, either it was his idea, and Benjamin approved it, or it was Benjamin and him, making this idea. That's kind of risky, isn't it? For Benjamin to send his, head soldier for such a dangerous mission. But, it is Halkenburg, and they have deemed him the biggest threat. Who is this guy? Vict? Okay. Rumbling? That's not possible. Halkenburg doesn't have any of his guards with him. Oh, that is. All the time that we've had the rumbling before, Halkenburg had all his guards with him? At least some of them. But most of the time we just see people reacting to it. Vict, what happened to you? Military sign language. Is he being prevented from talking? Maybe this isn't even Vict. It's someone that Halkenburg's arrow switch with one of his soldiers. I figured out the secret to Halkenburg's ability. This feels like a trap. Oh. Is that Halkenburg's entourage from way in the background? Yeah. Oh. But he's not using his soldiers. But still, it's a bunch of people, I'm guessing, that are, in his allegiance. The position of Balsamilko, captain of the 1st Princess Guard, is 11.9 meters away from the two of them. Triangle leg depth 25 meters, width 11.9 meters. So he has to calculate all that. Triangle the shot at 26 degrees and each step 60 centimeters forward. The boy who shoots the arrow, Gorimal the dissonance. Fire. Man, I feel like we really missed a lot in regards to the last time we saw Halkenburg. Since the last time we saw him, he was still figuring out how this ability works. Okay, he shot it. Oh no, we got away. But I mean, if he has the trajectory exactly right, there's no way that Balsamilko was able to dodge it. Or no, not dodge it, block it. I think you can dodge it. But I could be misremembering. No, both sides requested a change to the start time. Both? For what reasons? The plaintiff was unprepared due to equipment issues, but this was denied by the judge. The defendant himself was feeling ill, and this was accepted. I'll start when he gets better. What's going on? Equipment issues imply the mission wasn't executed. No, Halkenburg's ability went off first. The only reasonable conclusion is that it was directed at Balsamilko. If Balsa was the one attacked, why did Halkenburg fall ill? Oh. I mean, we don't know. Right? We know just as much info as Benjamin here. How was he able to use his ability by himself anyway? That's impossible. Did they get to each other? Balsa noticed his ability and charged at him to spray him with TSK-17? But it's shortly for symptoms from TSK-17. There must be another reason. Tell me more about Halkenburg's condition. He suddenly felt sick and collapsed on the spot. He's resting in sick bay in stable condition. Maybe it's from overusing his Nen. Kind of like Kurapika in Emperor time? Maybe? Was anyone with him? Yes, a 10 or so of his supporters who went to his aid. A few are still with him and tending to him. So his supporters assisted in his ability. Yep. With enough loyalty, it doesn't matter the organization they belong to. Oh, First Prince Benjamin, the captain is here. He wants to talk to you. Hold on. I would not believe whatever Balsa says after that. This has to be a trap. Halkenburg's illness is fake. Oh. The captain was attacked and is now talking of his own volition. That means this is coercive manipulation ability? When it happened to Shikaku, Balsamilko said, manipulation is first come, first served, perhaps between individuals, but it doesn't apply against powerful Nen formed by a unified group working collectively. What will the manipulated captain have up his sleeve? Your Highness, this is Balsamilko. Yes, what happened? Let's see what you come up with. I haven't executed my mission yet. Trouble on Halkenburg's side and the trial was postponed. Did you notice the rumbling earlier? Of course. And then arrow was fired at me, but it missed. Halkenburg lost consciousness at the spot. Him saying that, I was like, there's still a chance that it didn't hit him. But now that he said that, I'm like, and now I'm more suspicious that it did. So, it's still 50-50. Perhaps because he used his ability multiple times over a short period, or due to the strain of having civilians help instead of his personal guards. I see, so there's no way to know when the trial will resume. A plausible explanation, but he's obviously faking his illness to postpone the trial. Balsamilko, if you try to return here without executing your mission, I will consider it a coup d'etat in collusion with Halkenburg. I will institute martial law and purge both of you. No, but this is actually our chance. I would like permission to go to Halkenburg. A few of his supporters will probably be at his side. Is that alright with you? So, he's going with the mission. He's going to do this deed in sickbay or pretend to and use the time to find an opportunity to entrap me? You make the call, I only want results. I understand. I'm also aware that since Halkenburg's ability has been used, it puts me under suspicion. Well. Ergo, I will not return until I can demonstrate that my mission has been completed. Please let my men know. If this is one of Halkenburg's people, they're pretty smart. I will get the results you want within the day. Day 11, 7:50 a.m. Could he be telling the truth? Butch, sir? No, he's suspect until I confirm his mission is completed. It could all be a trap to bait us into inaction. Oh, this is so cool. Like, we're just following Benjamin. So we're locked into his perspective. That rumbling was an attack on Balsamilko. Until we found out the truth of the matter, we are on red alert. If Balsamilko leaves the Justice Bureau without notifying us, I will declare martial law. Let tiers 2 and 3 know at once. Yes, sir. Your Highness, an official from the Justice Department and the 11th Priest forgets to have something to personally give you. Oh, so this was all going on while we were following Fugetsu in chapter 402. I see. The senior officials in this Justice Department are people I'll need to work with during my reign once I'm king. Let them through. It wouldn't hurt to foster a good relationship to share information. Oh my god. I want to turn the page. It's not letting me. What is this? Bro? I'm gonna have to refresh. Okay. Okay, here. Ring, ring. Yes, that's right. No need to worry about that. Yes, that's fine. That sounds like the kind of choice you would make. I support it. I'm sorry I won't be able to see you at the banquet. But I'm proud of you, Halkenburg, my dear son. Well, that's definitely his mom. They are like two peas in a pod. Look at them. The first queen is Halkenburg's real mother. Everyone stays quiet out of fear of being disrespectful. But being dead, I can say anything. The first queen asked a secret favor of the second queen to protect Halkenburg from assassination plots from his older siblings by changing his order in line to the throne. That is the prevailing theory in international websites. Also, that's what Benjamin's letter said. I see. So, yeah, I was like, he didn't really have much of a reaction. But he didn't let Kaiser read it. So, now we know why. The order has little meaning now that the succession battle has begun, but if the rumors are true, there is a big problem. The first queen might be using her power to pull the strings for Halkenburg. Rumors that can be found online, nothing shocking. There are still things I can say and do because I'm dead. Please look after Fugetsu. An ordinary letter, nothing political or worth showing you. Okay, so I was technically right the first time. So yeah, there was, Benjamin is like, okay, I see. But and in the long run, this isn't really useful to me. So that's why he didn't let him see it. Not because there was something here worth hiding. 10th Priest Kachu was smart and she surely schemed for her sister, but this is probably a bluff. It relies on speculation. Even if there are further letters or evidence, a mere girl couldn't have the political power to obtain more information than I do. I would have liked to shake him up more with information pertaining to the succession or bearing on Benjamin himself, but it would backfire if he started to suspect that the Justice Department was behind it. It was worth it to find out that his declaring martial law is becoming more likely every minute. Yeah, true. No, it seems like we're following Kaiser again. So we have Zhang Lei, Camila, Tuvepa, and Tyson reading their letters. But they're just very quick panels. Is Camila still, is she still in, like, one of Benjamin's cells? I'd have to go back and check. The ones who rejected the letter were the 4th and 13th princess, and the 9th is under medical treatment. Huh, why did Seri reject it? I really wanted 4th Prince Seri to read it. Did he decline? You're making him so nice, but he flat out told us to toss it. Well, if even one of them becomes interested in my tip-off, it's a windfall. They might come to rely on Getty for information. Just the fact that we were able to mark 7th Prince Lucerus' room makes this operation a success. But now the hard part. Yeah. Oh man. Is that Fugetsu? She looks so weak. Thanks to Basho, the able spirits stay away even when she's by herself. Let her sleep and get some rest. We need her to recover her strength. I'm all for that. It would be the worst if she can't use her ability at a critical moment. We should get some rest too. We do this tomorrow night. Okay. I don't trust Togashi-ban. Like, in the sense of, like, making this mission a success. I can definitely see him making Fugetsu just die. Okay, we're back to Kurapika. Death is the punishment that awaits anyone who tries to leave the ship during the succession. Unfortunately, the ship itself is the urn for the worm toxin. So the princess must continue until one is left alive. True, powerful Nen envelops the ship, creating a condition that prevents escape. This makes it seem as if nothing but death is allowed. But on the contrary, and I think there's hope instead? What? That's my reaction. What you mean? Your Majesty, there is something I need permission for. To protect Prince Wobble and the other young princess. But what? And of course we cut away. We can't know. But if we don't know, maybe that means it'll work. Okay, we're back to Zhang Lei. I currently have 7 coins that the Guardian Spirit Beast produced, and there are 3 I gave to others. The issue is the value of one of the coins changed from 1 to 10 today. Interesting. The bigger problem is we have no idea what any of this is. I would like your opinions. 1 coin gets produced a day, so there are 10 in 10 days. We can hypothesize that the coins change after 10 days. Yes, so we'll mark the higher value coin with the date 10 days ago. And each new coin from now on will be marked with its production date. Then we can verify if all this is true in 10 days at the latest. Anything else? We'll need to follow up on the coins you gave away. Yes. It gives added value to those who hold 1, or maybe it represents parameters related to the owner's growth. Maybe we should simply use them as money that increases in value. If the coin's value increases an order of magnitude every 10 days, the 10 coin will be worth 10,000 in 1 month. Great, so you can cast Hocus Pocus in 630 days. Sir? Never mind. These are all mediocre ideas I've thought of already. This man utterly lacked the knowledge or experience to make conjecture on Nen abilities. True. Call room 1014. Information on Nen that could affect the battle for the throne, my guardian's spirit beast ability, and its effects. I need Kurapika to get through this. Yeah, I mean, we are allied to him, so we do need to know if the coins can be useful. It's alright. We received a notification from Halkenburg about the mass syncope episodes. They may experience to mass hypnosis after meeting me, but don't be alarmed. The joy of basking in my presence combined with the sudden release, the anxiety from the anticipation, will do that to some people. They'll recover quickly. Yo, he became quite the liar. So quick. That one? Yes. We did get a report that a dozen or so supporters who met with the prince simultaneously passed out in the waiting room. Like he said, they recovered and went about their business. Actually, there's something else concerning. One of the staff who was there during the visitation passed out with the same symptoms, but at a different time and place. That came to be explained by coincidence. It wasn't a coincidence? Where is the staff member now? I could try telling them our situation in order to find out what Halkenburg is trying to do and form an alliance. He's standing by his quarters, ostensibly for observation. Alright, I'll do an interview just in case. I just don't know what Halkenburg would think of my actions, considering he likes to be fair and upstanding. Tell me his room and number. Wario Bay, room A6. It's too risky to meet Halkenburg in person when his ability is unknown. I'll find out the truth through Wario. Tell me what really happened, Wario. You can rest assured here you will never be censured because of your beliefs. We know there have been mysterious ability used in the succession battle. 10th Prince Cacho used theirs to try to escape the ship and lost her life. It seems this ship is covered by a baron and the king has something to do with it. I don't waste time on vague nonsense. Supernatural abilities do exist and the princes are using them as weapons. I support 9th Prince Halkenburg, separate from my duties as Justice Department Deputy Chief Prosecutor. As long as the 11th Prince will get to safety, he can be assured, that is. What's that? A mark I received from the prince. 9th Prince Halkenburg told me to tell you everything if you brought up the topic of Nen abilities yourself. He anticipated I would come to see you? Yes. You would obviously connect the dots for the mass fainting, and if you don't come see him, it's proof you're wary of him. And that means you know of the existence of Nen. How astute. 9th Prince Halkenburg is going to die soon? Explain? We just got away from this conversation. Great. That's like the third time that it happened in this chapter. Are you sure? Yes, the mission has been complete. As planned, I will deliver the results to you tonight. Maybe it's related to what Balsa did. Okay. Kaiser went to see Halkenburg. He does look sick. Benjamin looked convinced that he was faking it. But that's just, what he thinks. You wanna go public with the letter? Yes. The second round of the Nen workshop will begin tomorrow. Like last time, attendance will be up to the princess, and I will let them know I will be marking the letter public then. Not my letter, but the letter addressed to you, of course. 3 reasons. First, to avoid unnecessary suspicion, if you need to, but why? The letters to the higher-ranked princes expose their scandals and crimes. If they get nervous that the lower-ranked princes hold their secrets, it might accelerate the conflict. Second, I'm hoping making 10th Prince Cacho's wishes known would put a damper on the succession battle. And 3. By advertising the fact we can expect some kind of contact from higher ranked princes. We may come up empty-handed. Depending on who comes knocking and for what, we can use postponing or canceling the letter reveal as a bargaining chip. And then the last panel of the chapter is Oito and Kurapika going to room 1003, which is Zhang Lei's room. Okay. So him and Kurapika are going to have a conversation about Nan and talk about Oito's letter. Okay. Man, I was like, maybe this chapter will have less going on than the other ones. And to be fair, it had, like, 401 was just huge in terms of, like, plot and Beyond's role in the arc. Because it didn't seem like he was gonna do anything until we arrived to the Dark Continent. But still, there's so much going on. What do you mean Halkenburg is dying? He's one of my favorite princes, and he's been like, the way he's been set up is like, he's gonna be one of the last princes to be alive. So, I think it is Balsamilko's actions that made Halkenburg like this, but then he's been sick ever since he tried to shoot at him, so that doesn't work. I don't know. But good thing I'm only doing one chapter this video because, whoa, so much. Again. Yeah, I guess Balsamilko is himself then? But there's a chance that Benjamin is right and Halkenburg is playing all of them by acting sick. And that would also mean that the guy talking to Kaiser is lying too. Huh. Okay. Okay. Add another mystery to the arc. So it's gonna be, I think, this is gonna be the end of the video. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.